You asked for this one. After the Borderless score dropped, Lisbon 46, Bangkok 41, the comments had one question. Okay, but which visa do I actually get? So, let's talk about what the score doesn't show you. Picture this. A location-independent professional, $120,000 a year, moves to Bangkok on a DTV visa, stays 200 days, transfers income into a Thai bank account. Sunsets over the Chao Phraya, great street food. Sounds like the dream. At the end of the year, they owe the Thai Revenue Department significantly more than they expected, because in January 2024, Thailand quietly amended its tax rules, and most of the internet is still analyzing them incorrectly. That same professional, had they chosen Lisbon instead, D8 visa, NHR 2.0 status, would have paid a flat 20% tax. Legislated, predictable, locked in for a decade. Same income, different visa, completely different financial reality. Here's the myth. Thailand is a tax-free paradise for remote workers. Here's the truth. It depends entirely on how long you stay and where your money lands. Today we go into the mechanics, the real numbers, the actual requirements, and the two profiles these visas are genuinely built for. No fluff, just the information you came back for. Why this comparison? These two visas represent two fundamentally different philosophies of international living. Thailand DTV, maximum flexibility, minimum bureaucracy, low cost of entry. Portugal NHR, EU access, structured tax incentives, a defined path to permanent residency and citizenship. They are not the same instrument. Most content comparing these two gets this wrong from the very first paragraph, and some of that content has millions of views. Here's why. Thailand DTV, full mechanics. Thailand launched the Destination Thailand visa in September 2024. Here's what the visa actually gives you. 5-year multiple entry visa. Each entry, 180 days, extendable once for a further 180 days inside Thailand. Total possible stay per entry, 360 days. Extension fee, 1,900 baht, roughly $54. Application fee, $175. Bank balance requirement, 500,000 Thai baht, approximately $13,500. That's a proof of funds check, not a monthly income requirement. One-time threshold, then you're in. Eligible activities: remote work, freelancing, studying Muay Thai, medical tourism, seminar attendance. Yes, Muay Thai is genuinely on the official list. Thailand is not messing around with its tourism pitch. The qualification criteria are deliberately broad. What the DTV does not do, and this matters, it does not authorize you to work for a Thai company. It does not build toward permanent residency. And, critically, it does not make you tax exempt. This is the point most DTV content avoids. Here's the history that matters. Thailand historically taxed only foreign income remitted in the same calendar year it was earned. Experienced nomads built entire financial structures around that. Then, in January 2024, the Thai Revenue Department changed its position. All foreign-sourced income remitted to Thailand, regardless of when it was earned, is now accessible for Thai personal income tax. Thailand's personal income tax brackets run from 5% at the base to 35% above 5 million baht annually, approximately $139,000. Stay more than 180 days and remit foreign income into a Thai account, you're likely a Thai tax resident. That's not an interpretation or a grey area. That's current Thai Revenue Department guidance in plain language. Thailand holds tax treaties with 61 countries. Whether your home country's treaty provides meaningful relief depends entirely on your income structure, source country, and the specific treaty terms. Blanket assumptions do not hold here. Quick 2026 update, and this is the part most DTV explainers skip entirely. In mid-2025, the Thai Revenue Department proposed a limited relief measure. Foreign income earned from 2024 onward, remitted to Thailand within the same calendar year or the following year, would be exempt from Thai tax, a 2-year grace window. If enacted, this partially restores some planning flexibility. But, and this is important, only within that window. Income remitted after those 2 years remains fully taxable at up to 35%. As of April 2026, this draft is still sitting with Cabinet, awaiting approval. It is not law. Do not structure your finances around a proposal that has not passed. The 2024 rule change stands until something formally replaces it. The practical implication for DTV holders: if you stay over 180 days and remit income, you are a Thai tax resident under current law. Your ATM withdrawals in Thailand count as remittances. Your credit card charges count. Every baht you pull from a 7-Eleven ATM counts. The Revenue Department's FAQ is explicit on this. They even give examples. That last point is significant. The DTV is an excellent visa. It is genuinely useful. But it is not a tax instrument, and treating it as one is where a lot of people get into expensive trouble. Those are two separate conversations, and most of the content conflating them is, bluntly, wrong. Banking reality. Opening a Thai bank account as a DTV holder is possible, just not guaranteed. It varies significantly by institution. Bangkok Bank and Kasikorn Bank are the most DTV-friendly. Expect resistance regardless. Bring every document you own, and your patience. Residency pathway. The DTV does not build toward permanent residency. Thailand's PR pathway requires 3 consecutive years of non-immigrant visa status. The DTV is explicitly excluded from that count. In a moment, I'll show you why Portugal's 20% flat rate isn't as straightforward as it's being marketed either. If you find this kind of structured comparison useful, this is exactly what we do every week on this channel. Hit subscribe so the next analysis reaches you the moment it drops.
Portugal NHR, full mechanics. Portugal's non-habitual resident regime, NHR, was genuinely the gold standard of European tax incentives for a decade. Then, in January 2024, Portugal shut the door on new applicants. Here's what changed, and why it matters specifically to you. The original NHR was one of the broadest tax incentive programs in Europe. Any new resident who hadn't been Portuguese tax resident in the prior 5 years could access it. Retirees, remote workers, investors. The door was wide open. The flat 20% rate on Portuguese source income applied to almost anyone qualifying. And foreign-sourced passive income, dividends, interest, capital gains, was often fully exempt from Portuguese tax under the double taxation treaty network. That combination made NHR extraordinarily attractive for location-independent earners. The Portuguese government spent over 1.7 billion euros annually on NHR-linked tax relief at its peak. That's a lot of pastel de nata, and that, ultimately, is why it ended. What replaced it is the IFICI regime, officially the Incentivo Fiscal à Investigação Científica e Inovação. The market shorthand is NHR 2.0, but that framing is doing a lot of heavy lifting. One tax practitioner described it precisely. IFICI is not NHR 2.0 in any practical sense. The eligibility logic is different, the qualifying activities are different, and the operational requirements are different. The core 20% flat rate survives, the 10-year duration survives, but the eligibility has narrowed significantly, and for passive income earners, the treatment of foreign income has changed materially. Under old NHR, foreign dividends, interest, and rental income were often fully exempt. Under IFICI, that same income gets taxed at normal Portuguese progressive rates, up to 48%, unless a specific double taxation treaty exemption applies. That is the distinction most NHR 2.0 explainers quietly bury or miss entirely. Who IFICI covers? Technology workers, scientific researchers, startups, investment professionals, and freelancers in qualifying sectors. The broad catch-all that made original NHR accessible to virtually any remote worker, gone. If you're a lifestyle blogger or a generic consultant, this is the section where you reread your eligibility criteria carefully. The tax benefit, plainly, qualifying earned income taxed at a flat 20% for 10 years. Certain foreign-sourced income may be exempt from Portuguese tax, depending on your applicable double taxation treaty. That's not an estimate or a marketing claim. That's legislated, codified under the IFICI framework. Entry instrument. For most location-independent professionals, the D8 Digital Nomad Visa is your way in. Monthly income requirement, €3,280. That's 4 times Portugal's minimum wage, and it's a verifiable, current number. Application fee, €90. Processing time, 60 to 90 days, so plan ahead. Once you're in Portugal on the D8, you apply for a residency permit. 5 years of legal residency gets you permanent residency. 6 years gets you Portuguese citizenship, and with it, an EU passport. Freedom of movement across 27 countries. The right to live and work anywhere in the European Union. That's not nothing. Tax treaty position. Portugal has double taxation agreements with 79 countries. When you combine IFICI's flat 20% rate with the right treaty structure, the effective tax rate on foreign income, for the right profile, becomes genuinely competitive with jurisdictions that market themselves as zero tax. Worth running the numbers properly before you dismiss it. Head-to-head comparison. 10 parameters, 2 completely different answers. Entry requirement. Thailand wants $13,500 sitting in a bank account. Portugal wants €3,280 coming in every month. One is a balance check, the other is a proof of income. Application cost. Thailand is $175, Portugal is €90, plus legal fees that typically run €1,500 to €3,000. Factor that in. Tax. And this is the row that rewrites the whole conversation. Thailand, up to 35% on remitted income. Portugal, flat 20% for 10 years, legislated. On passive income, Portugal actually goes higher, up to 48% if your treaty doesn't cover it. Neither option is free, neither is simple. Stay flexibility goes to Thailand. Residency pathway, banking, EU access, citizenship, those go to Portugal. And it's not close. Monthly cost goes to Bangkok by a wide margin. Bottom line, one table, 2 completely different lives.
The verdict. These are not competing products. I want to be clear about that. They serve fundamentally different strategic profiles, and choosing the wrong one for your situation is an expensive mistake. The DTV is the right call if you want maximum flexibility over a 5-year window. You'll structure your income and your calendar to stay under the 180-day tax residency threshold, and you'll actually do it, not just plan to. You're not building towards citizenship right now, and Bangkok's cost of living gives you a savings rate that no European city comes close to matching. Portugal NHR 2.0 is the right call if you meet the IFICI profession and income requirements, and that's the first thing to verify, not the last. You want EU access, reliable banking infrastructure, and a clear path to citizenship on a defined timeline. And you'd rather have a tax position that's predictable for a decade than one that updates every time the Thai Revenue Department issues new guidance. The right visa isn't the cheapest one, it's the one that actually fits your income structure, your tax situation, and where you're trying to be in 10 years. Drop it in the comments, DTV or NHR. Tell me which profile fits you and the single factor that made the decision. I read every comment. Yes, actually. The most detailed answers shape what I analyze next. The full borderless score breakdown, Bangkok 41, Lisbon 46, is linked in the description and pinned on the end screen. Start there if you haven't seen it. Subscribe for the next ranking. Before you go, 2 videos that make this analysis complete. We spent most of this video talking about Lisbon and Bangkok in the context of tax and visas. But the reason Lisbon scored 46 and Bangkok scored 41 in the first place, and the reason Dubai, despite being genuinely tax-free, only scored 38, is all in the original borderless score breakdown. 6 factors, 3 cities, the full data. That's the first link on screen right now. And if you landed here because Portugal is genuinely on your shortlist, not just as a visa option, but as a long-term base, the second video on screen right now is the one to watch next. We ranked all 5 accessible EU residency pathways by borderless score. Portugal came first, but the reasons why might not be what you'd expect. And the country that came second surprised almost everyone who watched it. Both are linked in the description too. Watch whichever one fits where you are in the decision right now. Before you go, I want to give you something that'll make this whole decision clearer. I've put together a free borderless score scorecard, a simple 1-page tool that lets you score any city you're already considering using the exact same 6-category framework we use on this channel. Cost efficiency, visa accessibility, tax friendliness, healthcare, lifestyle, long-term wealth potential. You fill it in for whatever cities are on your shortlist, and your borderless score calculates itself. It's free. Link is in the description. Download it, use it, keep it. And if you'd rather skip the manual work, we've already scored 12 of the most popular relocation destinations across all 6 categories. That's in the borderless score field guide, also linked below. Move smarter, explore more, live better.